and welcome to day 2 of the World Individual Quarter-Final ice racing from Tampere in Finland. Yesterday we saw some spectacular action and some horrendous crashes, one of which involved Sweden's Roger Nordland. Well, before day 2's racing got underway, I had a chance to speak with Roger. Roger, what actually happened?
I don't know. I was in the second place of the German boy, and then I tried to pass him in the inside, in the corner, and then the Finnish rider hit me into the side.
What have you actually done to yourself? What injury have you?
I crushed my kneecap and a little bit shaky.
Did you have to go to hospital and have anything done to your knee?
Yeah, I went to hospital and had my knee, what do you say?
Pinned, is it? Or?
Yeah.
But you can still walk, you're still walking around.
Yeah, I can walk.
And you'll be coming up and doing a little bit of co-commentating with us a bit later on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look now at the full lineup. So riding at number 1 is Vitaly Rushkish. He's 26 years old and comes from Russia. He was third in last year's World Final after a run-off with Jan Sigurd. At 2, here we see Anssi Lehtinen from Finland. He's 20 years old and he did not get any further than the quarter-final in last year's qualifying round. And 3 is Kenny Piper. He's 29 years old and he comes from Denver, Colorado. He's had no experience at all on ice and he makes history as he's the first American to do ice racing. At 4, here we see Esa Kaitola from Finland. He's 32 years old and relatively new to ice racing, and he does a bit of road racing as well. At 5 is Jarmo Rima. He's 36 years old from Lahti in Finland, and it's his 6th season on the ice. He reached the semi-finals last year. And 6 is Erkki Akko from Finland. He's 29 years old and is a carpenter from Oulu. He's been racing for 4 years, but unfortunately lost his toe in last year's practice. At 7, a reserve comes in to replace the injured Manfred Nadel, and that's Joni Seppänen. At number 8 is Per-Olof Serenius. He's 39 years old and he's from Sweden. He's had 12 years ice experience and made his 10th World Final appearance last year, and we saw him recently win the Nordic Cup. At 9 is Roy Martinsen from Norway. He's 28 years old and he rides for Oslo and practices on the frozen lakes of Norway. At number 10, Seppo Ayala comes in to replace the injured Roger Nordland, and it's his 2nd appearance in a qualifying round here at Tampere. And number 11 is Geir Liljevet from Norway. He's 27 years old and he's had 3 years on the ice and he rides with the Norwegian team. At 12 is Conny Fasterson from Sweden, and he's the oldest rider in today's field. He's 43. He reached the semi-final in Aston last year and he's been ice racing for 7 years. Sven-Erik Borklund is the rider at 13. He's from Sweden. He's 31 years old and enjoying his 5th season of ice racing. He reached the semi-final 3 years running and was 5th in last year's Swedish Championship. At 14 is Peter Nybo from Finland. He's 26 years old and he's enjoying his 5th season of ice racing. He reached the semi-finals last year. At 15 is Nikolai Kornev, the 2nd of the Russians to take part today. He comes from Ufa in Russia. He's 37 and he's also a former Russian champion. At 16 is Michael Lang, and he comes from Trauco near Innsbruck in Germany. He's had 2 years on ice and this is his 3rd season. He's also ridden motocross. Well, with me is John Cornwall, which is Canada's first representative in World Ice Racing Championships. Well, first of all, why ice?
Well, they asked me to come over last year, the Swedish Federation and some of the other interested parties that wanted to take ice racing to North America. And I decided to give it a try and see what it was like, and I'm pretty happy I did.
Why has it taken so long for Canada to get into ice racing?
Basically because there's no real interest as far as this particular type of ice racing over there. They don't have any exposure to it as far as, you know, TV or media coverage, and it's more of a novelty when you do see it on television anyway. So maybe that'll change with the with my going to my quarterfinal round in Insel.
Of course, you have ice racing back at home indoors, but it's completely different to what you're just about to experience out here, isn't it?
Yes, it is quite a bit different. There's not very much traction at all. In fact, indoors you get a very minimum of traction, and it is fairly spectacular to watch. It's more like your indoor speedway that you have in England.
Now, how do you practice? How have you practiced for this meeting in particular?
Well, I had had the opportunity to train with the Swedish riders that I come over to stay with, which is Juuso Serenius and Ola Westland. But unfortunately, the weather has not been cooperating, so we've only got a couple of days of training in Sweden, and hopefully the weather will cooperate when I go back, and we'll get a couple more days before my round in Inso.
Are we going to see more Canadians come into this sport, do you think?
Well, if I have anything to do with it, I hope so. And maybe we'll be able to make the Russians sit up and take notice.
But talking of the Russians, do they keep themselves to themselves, or have they actually been out there giving you a few tips and helping you, if you can get over the language problem, that is?
Well, last year when we went to the Yavle for the training session that we had there, the Russians were invited to come along, and they actually gave us quite a few technical tips on the riding styles and ways to get around the racetrack. But unfortunately, it's not possible to teach anyone to race. But I am really actually quite grateful to them for showing us as much as they did.
But up to now, you haven't actually raced against Russians, have you?
No, not yet.
And they're pretty good.
Very good.
What are you doing here in Tampere?
I'm here helping Kenny Piper, who's the U.S. representative, and I'm actually having quite a bit of fun, and I'm learning quite a bit watching the other riders, and I just hope Kenny makes it to Kalinin, because that would be quite an accomplishment, I think.
Well, unfortunately, we won't be able to follow you to Insel, but I'm sure that we'll be following your progress along the way.
Thanks very much, and I appreciate everybody's support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Julie. And as the snow falls here in Tampere, we take a look at the full lineup for heat number 1 in red. Going on to gate 1 is Kenny Piper. Gate 2 in blue, Erkki Akko. In gate 3, Per-Olof Serenius, the current leader on 14. And on the outside, coming in place of the unfortunate Roger Nordlund, is Seppo Ayala. Heat number 1. Away they go. That's who it is. It gets the first bend first. At the moment, it's the rider in blue, Erkki Akko, but underneath him comes Per-Olof Serenius. He's through. Erkki Akko in second place. But down goes Serenius, and Akko follows him, and so does Seppo Ayala. Well, it was definitely Per-Olof Serenius who hit the duck first. Erkki Akko followed him, and Seppo Ayala was the third one in, but they're all on their feet, which is good news. But we just wait and see whether they're going to exclude the current leader. Serenius, he looked to me to be the certain man who caused that stoppage. So let's take a look at the 3 remaining riders. Kenny Piper red, Erkki Akko blue, and Seppo Ayala in yellow. Although it doesn't look like Seppo Ayala to me, it's probably the reserve. Timo Sinkonen in yellow coming in to replace Ayala. Erkki Akko makes the gate. He's to the first bend first, Kenny Piper second, and Timo Sinkonen in third coming up alongside him. Sinkonen now trying to come underneath him, and he does indeed. Sinkonen now is through to second place. Sinkonen through to second place, and he's trying to make up ground on Erkki Akko. Kenny Piper back in third. Now he's coming back to challenge. The battle really is for the second and third spot. Erkki Akko at the moment got a commanding lead. Sinkonen in second place. Now Erkki Akko makes a mistake, and Sinkonen's challenging him. But can Kenny Piper come back into the reckoning? There's not a lot between all 3 of them. Erkki Akko is vulnerable at the moment. Erkki Akko in front. Timo Sinkonen in second place. Kenny Piper third. Now Kenny Piper coming alongside Sinkonen. This is a great scrap for the minor places. The race to the line is Erkki Akko just goes on. Erkki Akko gets the 3rd point, the 3 points. Timo Sinkonen, the reserve, comes in to replace. Seppo Ayala gets the 2 points, and in third with 1 point was the American Kenny Piper. So a good win there for Erkki Akko, and that brings his total so far over the 2 legs to 6 points. Well, here we go then for heat 2, and let's see if Konev can start day 2 with 3 points for the Russian on the outside. He must be favoured though. Colin Fasterson started day 1 very, very promising, but tended to fade slightly. And Michael Lang, the surprise German in this field on 8 points. He surprised a lot of people here in Tampere, Finland. Straight away it's Konev, he sweeps round that bend in front. Konev, the Russian, hits the front first. From in blue, Colin Fasterson from Sweden. Michael Lang in white in 3rd place. And held off to the back at the moment. But Konev is who leads the pack. Not quite the substantial lead that he had on day 1. He's got about a few yards lead over Colin Fasterson. And then he's just a few more yards back to Michael Lang from Germany. Now Korneff coming under a little bit of pressure from Vastesen. Now can the old Swede do anything? The oldest man in the field now, he's coming under pressure from Michael Lang. Korneff doing it there, he's now extended that lead. And it's really a matter now of whether Michael Lang can make up on Connie Vastesen as they race now to the checkered flag. There's no doubt about the winner. That's the record. He takes 3 points. Nikolai Korneff, 2 points for the rider in blue, Connie Vastesen, and 1 for the rider in white. That's Michael Lang. So Korneff, he had 1 exclusion on day 1, but he started great on day 2. 3 points from heat number 2. So let's see what it is. We'll get to that first bend first. Borkman on the outside in yellow and Ruskic blue. There's the two people to watch. A bad start from the Russian, but it's a man in white, Peter Nebo, gets straight overtaken by Borkman, and through to join him is Ruskic. So these two now soon setting the pace in day 2. Borkman on the outside of Ruskic. Ruskic's in some sort of trouble and losing a bit of ground. Borkman is still in front, coming up for 2 laps gone. Ruskic in second place, and goes third, and at the back is Antti Lahtinen. Now, and Ruskic nearly comes to grief there. Now Borkman extends that lead. Coming around for 1 lap to go, Borkman in front. Ruskic second, now White, Jerry Nebo from Antti Lahtinen, who takes a bit of a bale of straw with him as he goes round. Those two is the battle for the minor places, 3rd and 4th. There's no doubt about the man who's coming up to win number 3. That's very important between. Second place is Vitaly Ruskic from Russia, and in 3rd place from Finland is Peter Nebo. So Sven-Erik Borglund does it 2 days following. He beats Vitaly Ruskic, the world number 3, second scalp of the day. So good win there for Borglund. Those 3 points now puts him on 16 points after 6 rides. Well, let's take a look at the man there in yellow coming in, Roy Martinson from Norway. Well, he's got 6 points so far, and he's really looking for something around about the 9 or 10 points today to try and get a place in Kalinin in Russia for the semi-final. In white, we have Gert Levet, his fellow countryman. Obviously, Geir is only on 3 points and not looking too good. Johnny Stephanen coming in as reserve ride for Manfred Gnadl, who was injured in day 1. And let's see how he goes in this 20. On the outside is Roy Martinson, but Jarmo Riemer from Finland is on the inside of him. Takes Martinson outside, and now coming through the challenge is Joni Seppänen. So it's Riemer in front, Seppänen in second place. Inside of him, that's Roy Martinson. Now can the Norwegian do anything here? He's up against 2 Finns, and certainly the crowd don't want him to. There's no doubt about that. No, he's come to grief. Roy Martinson's down in the heat. And the race has been stopped. I don't think anybody helped him there. Here we go for the rerun of heat 24. Jarmo Riemer, red, gate 1. Joni Seppänen, gate 2. Rider Roy Martinson, as we expected, has caused on the stoppage. Straight away, Jarmo Riemer from Finland in front. And Joni Seppänen, the reserve, taking a ride today. He's looking very impressive in second place at the moment. Norway, he's had 5 races already in day 1, but he's certainly not making up any ground on the man coming to replace the unfortunate German Manfred Gnadl. So 2 laps gone, and it's Jarmo Riemer really taking the place of the race. The only serious challenge is coming from Joni Seppänen, but I think he's going to have to do something special. But he's going to have a go. Go on, prove me wrong. Is he going to try the inside line? Jarmo Riemer on the shoulder. Those 2 way in front of Gert Ledevet at the back. Jarmo Riemer trying the outside line. Joni Seppänen taking the inside. They come round to the checker flag. Now is Seppänen going to do it? In white is Gert Ledevet from Norway. So there's 3 points for Jarmo Riemer. Now puts him on 12 points after 6 rides. And well, he looks a possible candidate for the semi-final in Kalinin in February. Kenny Piper in blue and Peter Nebo in yellow will be looking for 3 points. Cuts across the field on the first bend to get to there first, and in blue, all sorts of getting all sorts of problems in blue, and through in white is Esakutala from Finland, much to the pleasure of the crowd, and he's after now, through Nebo's in front. Kenny Piper now settled for 3rd place. Roy Martinson looking a little bit dazed and shocked after that fall in the previous race, but now it's the chase is on, and away we've lost the rider. in blue, that is Kenny Piper. He's disappeared in the Vale of Stray and Snow on the 4th bend, so the race has been stopped. So just wait and see what happens, but Kenny Piper is definitely in some sort of trouble there on the 4th bend. Well, just 2 riders only in the rerun of Heat 25. Roy Martin's finished Evo. It's the first bend in front from Esa Kutula from Finland. These 2 pins bottleneck with the 3 points. Nebo definitely needs them to keep himself in contention, and he's in front at the moment. Nebo about 10 yards clear of Esa Kutula. Very much of a surprise version from Finland, but suffered a little bit with a fall on day 1 and has to a bit of a wild man. Used to be on the roads, and look at that, you can see just what I mean. He was a road racer before he took up the ice speedway and done very well at it. But Peter Nebo coming out of the 3rd and 4th line. He's got 1 lap to go in Heat 25 for 3 points, which would put him on 10, and well, perhaps a good chance of going on to Killeen for the semi-final. Nebo mastering the final 2 bends of Heat 25. He comes over to win. In 2nd place is Esa Kutula from Finland, so a 1-2 for Finland, and those 3 points for Peter Nebo gives him 10, and he must be surely looking down the programme now to see who he faces in his final 3 outings before he books that place to Killeen. And he has a chance here in Heat 26 to extend on his point total so far as he sweeps around the 2, Erkki and Anssi Lahtinen on the 1st bend to get in front. So Michael Lang from Germany carrying on for the start on day 1. There's a bit of a surprise merchant here in Tampere, Finland. Michael Lang in front from Anssi Lahtinen, who was very much a surprise man in this corresponding round last year. In 3rd place is Erkki Akko, and the rider in red, Joni Steppanen, takes him out of stroll with him as he goes down the home straight. They come round for 1 more lap, and it's Michael Lang looking set for single points from Anssi Lahtinen and Erkki Akko in 3rd. Now coming under some pressure from Joni Steppanen. Coming around the final bend, there's no doubt about the man who's going to get the 3 points, and he's just real pleased about that. The winner of Heat number 26 is Michael Lang from Germany. In 2nd place is Anssi Lahtinen from Finland, and in 3rd place, also from Finland, is Erkki Akko. So a triumphant wheelie down the back straight from Michael Lang, and that puts him on 12 points after 7 rides. Well, he's there, I think, with a shout. Well, let's take a look and see when it's that first bend first. Ruskic on the inside, Sarunius on the outside. Sandwich between them is Kramer and Festerson. It's going to be quite a battle to see who gets to that first bend first. Takes on. And away they go. Ruskic makes a much better start than he did on day in his first ride, but Sarunius tries to cut underneath, but he doesn't get there. It's Ruskic in front, Sarunius in 2nd, and the rider in white's Festerson is 3rd, and Rima at the back. Ruskic now trying the outside line. Sarunius comes underneath him, can't do it. But the eyes are on those 2 because they are pulling away from Connie Festerson. Now can Sarunius come underneath Ruskic? Here he goes. Can he do it this time? Ruskic knows he's there, but they're getting awfully close out there. The Swede is trying to get his own back on the rescue. Can he do it this time? Long else that they do. Sarunius is alongside him. Sarunius has spared his time, and the movement's there. He's done it. Sarunius is through. A great ride from the 39-year-old fireman. He's through the 1st place. He's coming up to the checker flag, and he's done it. A win for Sarunius. In 2nd place, Danny Ruskic. And 3rd in white is Connie Festerson. And the Russian doesn't stop to shake hands. He must be pretty upset with himself, but never mind, all eyes and the clapping is on Perolez Sarunius, who wins Heat number 27. And those 3 points now puts him on 17 and back in the hand. Just seen Sarunius come from the back over Ruskic in the previous race. I'm sure Borkland has got the bit between his teeth. He's going to try and do it over Cornet, who's in gate number 2. Here we go. First. Borkland on the outside of him. That looks a bit like Timo Singleton in 3rd place, coming in place of Ayala. But it's definitely Cornet in front. A long way behind Borkland, which is a slight surprise. But Timo Singleton in 3rd place, and in yellow at the back is Jet to the back from Norway. But Cornet in complete control, and really is extended the lead somewhat dramatically in number 28. is nearly a quarter of a lap clear of Auckland, who's coming under some sort of pressure now from Timo Sinken and the reserve coming in. Oh, Cornef certainly is going to fly the flag in this race. He's got 1 lap to go, and he's, well, the proverbial mile, I think, is the term for this one. Cornef comes round the home 2 bends, and he's going to win heat number 28. Second place coming over the line now is Cornef walking and doing a wheelie. In front of this home crowd is Timo Sinken, the reserve. So it's 3 points for Cornef, 2 for Auckland, and 1 for Sinken. And that puts Cornef now on the grand total of 16 after 7 rides, and looking set for a visit to his home country in Killinning for the semi-final. So just waiting for the rider in blue to come into the picture. That's Gert Lillevet from Norway. He looks to be sadly on his way out of the championship. He comes in to gate number 2 in blue. Michael Lang has been really a surprise version from Germany. We haven't seen him on Screen Sport before, so it's the first time for him. He's in red. Gert Lillevet blue. Kenny Piper in white. And on the outside is Vitaly Ruskic for the USSR. Here we go, heat number 29. And away they go. Ruskic lifts, but he's still to the first bend. He's got to swoop his usual swoop around the outside, and he does indeed. But holding him at the moment is the rider in red, Michael Lang, but doesn't look as though it's going to be for too long. It's Lang and Ruskic as they come up the home straight, and Lang has still got him. Lang has still got him, and the Russians are going to have to work hard to get past him. It's World War III out there on the track, there's no doubt about that. The German in front just from Ruskic, but now Ruskic ties the inside line, and he's through. Ruskic is through, Lang in second place. And in white is Kenny Piper holding on to Lillevet for that 3rd place. But Vitaly Ruskic now in some sort of command in heat number 29 and building up a lead over Michael Lang in 2nd place. Lillevet has come through to get 3rd place from Kenny Piper. The battle really is for the minor places. As they cross the line, it's Vitaly Ruskic from the USSR who wins heat number 29. In 2nd place in red is Michael Lang, and 3rd in blue was Gert Lillevet. So 3 points there for Ruskic, takes him on to 21. He looks pretty good, Roger.
Yeah, Ruskic is driving real good. And I think Lang is the real good driver today. He's have a 3rd points, and I think he's got a 1 point. He's got 4.
Well, there you go. Thanks very much, Roger. So Vitaly Ruskic, the winner of heat 29.
So heat number 30. In red it's Sven-Erik Borkland. In blue is Isak Itola. In white is Jarmo Rima, and in yellow and black is Erkki Akko.
Thank you, Julie. Let's wait for the tape to go up. And Erkki Akko on the outside, and it's Borkland on the inside, and Borkland it is who gets to the first bend first and is in front from Isak Itola, now coming under some sort of pressure from Erkki Akko, and surprised at the back is Jarmo Rima. We wonder whether he's going to try anything on this, but he does. Jarmo Rima cuts underneath both of those, and he comes through to 2nd place. A great ride from the veteran Finn. Erkki Akko now trying an attack on him on the outside, but as they come across the line for the 2nd time, it's Borkland in front. Jarmo Rima in 2nd place. Erkki Akko now coming underneath Rima. Erkki Akko regains 2nd place. So the battle is for 2nd and 3rd. Borkland in control with 1 lap to go. Erkki Akko in 2nd place, Rima 3rd. Looks like that's how it's going to finish unless Jarmo Rima can do anything about it. Borkland in control as they come round the final 2 bends. Up to the flag it is, it's Borkland who wins. 2nd place is Erkki Akko, and in 3rd in white is Jarmo Rima. So a good win there, Roger, for our old mate Sven-Erik Borkland.
Yeah, he's one of the best today. He's driving real good and safety.
There we go, so 3 points for Eric Borkland in heat number 30, and that puts him on now 21 points and looking good for the semi-final.
Heat number 31, it's Per-Olof Serenius in red, Peter Nybo blue, white, Nikolai Korniman yellow and black is Jody second.
Thank you, Julie, and a battle between Sweden and Russia again. Serenius it is, and Kornef down the back straight, neck and neck. Oh, what a swoop into the 3rd and 4th bend. Let's see what happens as they come down the home straight. It's Serenius in front, just from Kornef. Oh, Kornef in all sorts of problems, but hold on to it, and hold on to it he does indeed. Serenius now, Sam, 6 yards in front of Kornef, and in blue in 3rd place is Peter Nebo, but a long way back. Well, Serenius was overtaken on day 1 by Kornef for half a lap before he regained the lead. And these two, no love lost on the track. Coming round for 1 lap to go, and it's Serenius in front. Corneft in second place. Evo in third place. Serenius knows he can't afford to make a mistake on the final 2 bends of heat number 31. Here they come, and it's a win for Per-Olof Serenius in red. Second place in white is Nicola Corneft, and third in blue is Peter Nebo. So a great win there for your fellow countryman Roger Sven-Erik, of course, Per-Olof Serenius.
Yeah, I hope he will finish like he did this heat.
He's in tremendous form, Roger, isn't he?
Yeah, he's driving just on safety, I think, right
Thanks
now.
very much indeed, Roger. So 3 points there for Per-Olof Serenius. That puts him on 20 points after 8 rides.
So here we are for heat 32. In red it's Connie Fasserson, in blue is Timo Sinkinen, and in yellow is Anssi Lehtinen.
Thank you, Julie. Let's have a look at the take prize on heat 33. And away, straight away, is Fasserson from Sweden, but swooping around the outside is Anssi Lehtinen. And in blue is Timo Sinkinen, both from Finland, but it's the Swedish rider in front. And down goes the rider in blue, that's Timo Sinkinen. And the race has been stopped, not surprisingly. Well, Roger, what did you think happened there?
I don't know, but I think he fell off the bike just and get a throw on the back.
But 2 riders only for the rerun of heat number 32. And it's just the rider in red, Connie Fasserson, and the rider in yellow, Anssi Lehtinen. So it's just basically the 2 after the 3 points in this one. Connie Fasserson certainly looking a great rider for his age, 43 years old, against a young 20-year-old from Finland, Anssi Lehtinen. But it's Lehtinen in front at the moment down the back straight. Now Fasserson going to try the outside swoop on bend 3 and 4. Can he do it? No, Lehtinen just out wide, blocks the advance. Fasserson now going to try and cut on the inside of Lehtinen. Is he going to make it on this bend? It's a much slower race, but there's not a lot between them. But Lehtinen just out wide and Fasserson through. Now has Lehtinen got bike problems? He certainly seems to have. Connie Fasserson is through as the snow continues to fall here in Tampere, Finland on day 2 of this World Championship quarter-final. All these 16 riders looking for one of the 10 places available for the semi-final in Kaliningrad, Russia in February. And Fasserson now with these 3 points in sight, unless anything serious goes wrong on the final 2 bends. Connie Fasserson coming through, he's over the line, and he's on 14 points now after that win. And the rider in yellow just cruising round to gain second place is Anssi Lehtinen from Finland. He crosses the line now, so 2 points for Anssi. That puts him on to 9 points. So looking at it, Roger, do you think those 3 points and puts Connie on 14, do you think that's enough to get through?
Yeah, I think it's enough.
What would you say the level would be, enough points to get through?
About 14, 15.
So he looks set to go to Kaliningrad?
Yeah, I hope so.
Another Swedish rider through, which has got to be a plus for you.
So after all riders have had 8 rides, the result now stands that Vitaly Vuskic has 21, and so too does Sven-Erik Borklund. Per-Olof Serenius has 20 points and Nikolai Kornev has 18. Then we have 2 riders on 14, that's Michael Lang and Connie Fasserson. So here we go for heat 33. The rider in red is Kenny Piper, in blue is Sven-Erik Borklund, in white is Jonas Seppinen, and in yellow is Connie Fasserson. All eyes on the leader here.
Certainly is indeed, Julie. Sven-Erik Borklund hoping to get clear of his Russian rival, and he gets to the first bend front in first place. So Borklund in front. In second place in yellow is Connie Fasserson. Certainly one man who wants the points to make sure of a place in Kaliningrad. Coming through in red in third place is Kenny Piper from America. He wants some points as well after that fall in his first outing today. As the snow still comes down in Tampere, we've lost one rider. He's disappeared. It's the rider in blue. Sorry, not the rider in blue. It's the rider in white that's disappeared. That's Jonas Seppinen. He's disappeared in the straw somewhere. Did you see exactly what happened there, Roger?
Yeah, I think he has some problem with his rear wheel, and this is the second time he crashed.
Let's hope he's okay. Obviously been excluded. The referee puts the white light on, so Seppinen is out of the rerun of heat 33. Here we go for the rerun of heat 33. Joni Seppinen excluded as the cause of the stoppage, so no rider in white. Kenny Piper red, Eric Borkland, blue, and Connie Batterson in yellow on the outside, heat 33. Away they go, and it's Borkland again who hits the first bend in front. Batterson in second place, and Kenny Piper in third. But the battle really is to see who can win this one. Borkland doesn't really need the points, he's taking there already. Batterson, well, he's on 14, he really needs about another 3 to make sure, but he's now coming under pressure from Kenny Piper. And he definitely needs them, there's no doubt about that. Kenny Piper, the lone American in the ice race, he's through. Kenny Piper's through, he's come through to take Batterson. Well, that is a bit of a shock for the Swede, the veteran, 43-year-old. He's now back in third place. Borkland in front, comes up to take the flag, there's 1 lap to go. Now can Batterson come back on Kenny Piper. Borkland slows up, is he going to slow up his fellow countryman? He does indeed, as through comes Batterson round the final bend of heat number 33. And it's Borkland who comes through to win. Batterson goes second, and in third place is Kenny Piper. So a good win there for Sven Erik Borkland there, Roger.
Yeah, he gets the start real good.
Connie Batterson overtaken there by the man in third place. What fell asleep?
Yeah, a little bit on the second lap. But Piper is driving real good.
Really good for America.
Yeah, for his first season.
It certainly is indeed. Well, thank you, Roger. So 3 points there for the winner, Sven Erik Borkland. That puts him on 24 points after 9 rides.
Here we are for heat 34. Rider in red is Erkki Akko, in blue is Roy Martisan, in white is Vitaly Rushkic, and in yellow and black is Nikolai Kornev. So the 2 Russians in this one.
The battle of the Crosses takes place in heat number 34. And already in white it is Vitaly Rushkic from Kornev in second place, and a long way back is Erkki Akko. But it's the 2 Russians, as expected, setting the pace. Vitaly Rushkic just from Kornev, who tries the inside line. No doubt they know each other's style. They've been around long enough. Vitaly Rushkic on the outside, Kornev on the inside, Kornev's on. Kornev gives a punch more than Rushkic. But I'm sure he won't give up. He wants the 3 points in any case. Vitaly Rushkic coming around to take the flag for 1 more lap now. Kornev trying to right underneath him. Is Kornev going to do it on this bend? Kornev takes the inside line. Rushkic on the outside. Erkki Akko back in third place. The last bend of heat number 34. Who is it going to emerge as they race to the checkered flag? And it's just Vitaly Rushkic who gets to the tape first. Vitaly Kornev in second place. And in third is Erkki Akko. Well, Roger, those Rushkic really providing us with the thrills there.
Yeah, they had a good fight. It was real hard from the beginning.
Rushkic is a third in the world at the moment. Do you see him as one of the contenders for that world title?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, there we go. Vitaly Rushkic, the winner of heat 34. That puts him now on 24 points.
For heat 35, in red is Gerd Lilibet, in blue it's Per-Olaf Serenius, and in white it's Anssi Lehtinen, and in yellow it's Esa Kitola. So Serenius, is he going to do it in
this in this race? Serenius already hits the first bend front, and he's pulling away from the pack. Serenius stamping his authority in this one. In second place at the moment is Gerd Lilibet from Norway. On the outside of him, Anssi Lehtinen from Finland. And Esa Kutala at the back. Per-Olaf Serenius out for a joyride, under no pressure whatsoever in heat number 35. Well, far from that therefore in the first outing. Nikola Wellbin leading the pack now. We'll have to sit back and watch the other competitors in this quarter-final here in Tampere to see whether he finishes in first place or not. Don't know whether he's too worried about that or not. Gerd Lilibet in second place, Anssi Lehtinen. Well, I think you'll find that Per-Olaf Serenius is going for the joyride. Come around the outside, he takes the checker flag, the wheelie as well, the checker wheelie. In second place in red is Gerd Lilibet, and third in white there was Anssi Lehtinen, and a great wheelie there. He's a real showman, isn't he, Roger?
Yeah, he was the first in Sweden who makes the wheelies and so. And in this heat he was just driving on safety.
Is that a common thing to do wheelies in ice speedway?
Not so much any longer.
Well, there we go. Good win for Serenius. That puts him on 23 points.
So they come out on heat number 36, and Rima in yellow and black.
Thank you, Julie. Let's have a look as they come out of the first turn, and it's the rider in blue who shows first. That's Michael Lang from Germany, but now he's been taken by the rider in red, Peter Nebo. Well, Nebo desperately needs the points from Finland. He's in front at the moment. Michael Lang a little bit erratic, but he's still in second place. The rider in yellow, Jalmar Rima, is back in third place. He's not been quite the force that he was on day one. Peter Nebo still in front from Michael Lang, but now Michael Lang putting on a challenge around the outside. Can he do it? Nebo just in front, Lang second place. Remo third. Much slower race, but it gives Lang a chance. Is he going to dive underneath him now this time? He's going to go around the outside. It's a race now to the checkered flag. I think Nebo's mastered the challenge. It's Nebo gets there first. Second place, Michael Lang. And in third place there is Jalmar Rima. Well, a good race win there though for Peter Nebo, Roger.
Yeah, Peter needs a lot of points, I think.
Yes, he's currently on 11, so that's 14. Do you think that puts him through?
Yeah, now he will be saved, I think.
He will be saved.
Yeah.
So confident mood, Roger, are you for that?
Yeah.
There we go. The winner of heat number 36, Peter Nebo.
So only 3 riders in heat 37. In red is Isa Kaitola. In blue is white is Timo Sika.
Thanks very much indeed, Julie. The Russian Vitaly Ruskic already in the front. Kutala in second place and Seppanen in third. And the Russian really looking to his point affordability in this one because he hasn't really got much against him, but as I speak, it's Kutala is trying hard to come underneath him. Way back in third place is Yuri Seppanen. Ruskic isn't going to make any mistakes like that. He's too wise to know all about that. Third in the world in 1986. He's after that crown this year. Yuri Ivanov, his fellow countryman, the current world champion, has been for 2 years. And now comes Kutala. Challenge for the last lap. Ruskic in first place, Kutala second. Kutala on the inside, and he goes inside the Russian. Let's listen to the crowd go mad. Kutala now. Can he hold on? Ruskic on the outside. It's a race to the line, and it's just on the line. Kutala gets it first. In second place is Ruskic. In third place, a long way back to Yuri Seppanen. But what did you make of that one, Roger?
I think Roski was driving too long out in the bends. It's take a lot of time.
A great ride though from the finish start.
Yeah, I think so.
There we go, a great win, and you heard from the response from the crowd for Esther Kutala in red. He takes the 3 points, and that puts him on 8 points. Second place was Vitaly Ruskic with 2 points, that finishes on 26, and in third place, Yuri Seppanen. Heat number 37. Let's see who it is who gets all of those trucks first. Masterson has been a good starter throughout this competition. Peter Nebo, well, he's on 14, he wants to look up Ameriki Akko, he's there in white on 10. Well, I think he's probably out of it, but he hits the front surge and he comes out in front. Ameriki Akko is in front from Connie Masterson in second place. Third is Nebo, and Masterson left. Well, Ameriki Akko has certainly left his challenge late. He's currently on 10 points, 13. Well, we should have to wait and see what happens at the end of the day. But 2 laps gone, is Serkiako in front. Second place, Masterson. Well, he's on 16, 18. They'll take him through to Cullinan. And Peter Nebo in third place. So here we go. The last few bends, the last lap approaching. Heat number 38. And it's Serkiako in front from Connie Masterson, but Masterson is closing. And so is Nebo on Masterson. Now is Nebo going to mount a challenge to go into second place? Masterson on the inside, Nebo on the outside. It's a race to the line. Yes, it is! Oh, they crossed the line. I think yellow got third place there. But definitely a win in white for Erkiako. Second in red was Connie Masterson, and yellow, I think, Gert Lillevert got there for the third place. But a good race now, though, Roger.
I think everyone is driving real slow right now.
They want the points, don't they?
Yeah, they got the points, so they won't risk it.
There we go, a win for Erkiako in heat 38, puts him on 13 points. Which one of the Swedes is going to win this one? Put your money on somebody.
Yeah, I think Posa is maybe the better one.
You do you?
Yeah.
That's where your money's going on, is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, let you see, Roger. Let's see him come into the tape. There seems to be some. Oh, yes, it is the man on the outside has got the wrong helmet colour on. He's got a blue one. And of course it should be yellow. Well, it gives us a bit longer to talk. What makes you think he's going to win then, Roger?
I think he's got better nerves than Björklund.
Do you?
Björklund has just been driving about 4 years international.
Do you think the more experience of Serenius is going to prove winner on the day?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure.
Roger, we'll wait and see if that comes through. Serenius on the inside, gate 1. Gate 2 is Erik Björklund. Gate 3, Roy Mortensen from Norway. And on the outside, the real truck car from Germany, Michael Lang. So the yellow helmet colour has been safely tucked behind the helmet, as in British League Speedway, just to cause that confusion within the company line. Well, the next one. Björklund has to drive around the outsider. Can he do it? It's Serenius at the moment. Björklund in second place. These two, a little way clear of the other two, but coming out still Serenius on Björklund. First place in white. It is Roy Martinson. But it's Serenius down the back straight. He's 15 yards clear of Erik Björklund, so Roger Norden's prediction is coming true in 8:39. Björklund on the outside line. Martinson still in third place, but they're beginning to draw apart from each other now. Serenius coming round to take the flagpole, one more lap. He's in front. Björklund driving round the boards as it would be in Speedway. White still is Roy Martinson, but Serenius is coming round. He's going to win heat number 39. His final ride, Serenius wins. Björklund second, and Roy Martinson third. So there we go, a great win as predicted, Roger, so you were right.
Yeah.
He looked really trump card too, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Fosa has the better traction choice than Björklund.
Do you think his advantage has been on the inside?
Yeah, it is.
Well, there we go. Pierre Oliver Serenius finishes on 26 points, and Björklund finishes on 26. Final race, heat number 40 rather, of this quarter-final in Tampere. The lineup is Nikolai Kornoff, red, Jarmo Rima, blue, Antti Lattinen, white, and Kenny Piper, yellow and black on the outside. Kornoff already on 20 points. He would like to bring more, and he's on the inside. Kornoff into the first bend first, Jarmo Rima second, Antti Lattinen third, and trying to come underneath is Kenny Piper. The three at the back are, well, quite close contention, but Kornoff is second in the front. That really is the second and third. But at the moment, it's the rider in blue on the outside, Jarmo Rima, but now coming through is Antti Lattinen, and coming through is Kenny Piper as well. So Rima now back in the fourth place. Kornoff in the front. And then through the second section, in yellow is Kenny Piper, so the American finishing with a flourish. The stars and stripes will be flying in Denver, Colorado as he finishes his meeting. 1 lap to go. Kornoff in first place. Piper second. Antti Lattinen third. Jarmo Rima at the back. So, the man from Denver, Colorado, he's not disgraced himself. He's going to finish on 10 points. So coming through for the checker flag is Nikolai Kornoff from Russia. He's taking 3 points. Kenny Piper second, and Antti Lattinen third. Well, a good win for Kornoff, but the American did very, very well there.
Yeah, I think this was his best heat.
I was going to say, considering it's not much ice time for him, he's rode particularly well over the 2 days.
Yeah, he's been driving, I think, 2 days on ice.
There we go, so the win for Kornoff, he finishes on 23 points, and he's the winner of heat number 40. Well, here we go for the runoff for the rostrum places in this quarter-final of the World Ice Speedway Championship from Tampere in Finland. And Roger, the three riders are Sven-Erik Björklund in blue, and of course we've got Serenius in red, and we've got Vitaly Rushkic in yellow. Who are you going to put your money on?
I don't know. Everyone can win.
It's been a terrific 2 days though, hasn't it?
Yeah, a real good race.
And from a Swedish point of view, very disappointed about your own performance and your own injury, but nice to see those two people out there.
Yeah, these two has been driving real good.
And Connie Fasterson as well, he's been a trump card.
I think he's with...
Yeah, there we go. Well, thank you very much indeed, Roger. May we say it's sorry that you're not on the circuit, but we're also glad to treat you the Spring Sports commentary team anyway.
Thank you.
Well, the comments from Roger Norden, sadly out of day 2 through that injury. And he's joined us in the commentary position as we wait now for the three riders to settle for all the rostrum places here in Tampere. So in blue, it's Sven-Erik Björklund. In white, Pierre Serenius. In yellow, Vitaly Rushkic from Russia. 2 Swedes and 1 Russian. The next up, Borkland, just Serenius, but Vitaly gets driving around the outside of both of them, and Serenius has stopped. So it's up to Borkland now to put the challenge on Ruskic. Ruskic on the outside of Borkland, Serenius has stopped. So Serenius will finish in 3rd place, and Ruskic is in 1st place at the moment, Borkland 2nd. So the climax is over for Serenius. He knows who he's finished. And Ruskic looks certain to be in 1st place, barring any problems. He's building up a lead over Sven-Erik Borkland. He's coming round to take the flag for 1 lap to go. It's Ruskic looking in complete control of the run-up. Well, they're the world champions at the moment, Russia, and this man in yellow and black, Vitaly Ruskic, is flying their flag here in Tampere, Finland. He comes out of the final 2 bends to win this quarter-final in Tampere. It's a win for Vitaly Ruskic from the USSR. In 2nd place, Sven-Erik Borkland from Sweden. In 3rd place, Olaf Serenius from Sweden. So not quite the result you wanted there, Roger, but never mind, is it? They're through anyway.
No, I think Posa dropped his driving chain. That's why he couldn't reach them.
There we are. That's the mechanical side of it. But the winner, no doubt, Ruskic from the USSR. 2nd place is Borkland from Sweden, and 3rd place, Serenius from Sweden.
Are you looking forward to going to Kalinin?
Yes, it will be nice.
Have you ever ridden there before?
Yes, I've been three times, I think. 3 or 4.
And have you done well?
Not so well.
What about this time though? You full of confidence? You're going to go out and do well?
Yeah, I hope that.
And what about you? Have you ridden at Kalinin before?
No, I've never been in Russia.
So this is going to be a first time.
Yeah, very exciting.
What happened in that race when you stopped?
In the runoff, the back chain was broken.
Oh, well, it didn't matter because you'd already got through anyway, hadn't you? But you fell off earlier on. That's very unusual to see that happen to you.
Yeah, it was the first race today, so the ice was a little water on the ice, so it was so soft, so the back wheel sliding.
And how do you think this meeting at Tampere's gone? Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I'm very satisfied.
Yeah. And you, Per?
Yeah, I like this track.
Okay. Well, good luck in Kalinin, and let's hope we see you both in the final.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yet another great day's racing, and Russia's Vitaly Ruskic progressing now to the semi-final in his own country. But just a reminder about our competition. It's your chance to win 2 free tickets to the World Ice Final in Holland. And question 1 was, who was the last non-Russian rider to win the World Ice Speedway Championship, and where did he win it? That's who was the last non-Russian rider to win the World Ice Speedway Championship, and where did he win it? Well, that's the first question. We'll be asking the next 2 questions in the next 2 programmes, and when we ask the 3rd and final question, we'll give you the address to write to. Well, our next Ice Speedway action is the quarter-final from Les Ouches in France, so join us for that. Until then, this is me, Julie Richardson, and Clive Fisher, saying bye for now.
Borkland on the outside in yellow, and Ruskic blue. They're the 2 people. A bad start from the Russian, but it's a man in white, Peter Nebo, gets straight overtaken by Borkland, and through to join him is Ruskic. So these 2 now soon setting the pace of day 2. Borkland on the outside of Ruskic. Ruskic's in some sort of trouble and losing a bit of ground. Borkland is still in front, coming up for 2 laps gone. Ruskic in 2nd place, and Nebo 3rd, and up the back is Antti Latunen. Oh, and Ruskic nearly comes to grief there. Now Borkland extends that lead. Coming around for 1 lap to go, Borkland in front. Ruskic 2nd, now White, just Nebo from Antti Latunen, who takes a bit of a veil straw with him as he goes round. Those 2 is the battle for the minor places, 3rd and 4th. There's no doubt about the man who's coming out to win number 3. That's very Borkland. Thank you, Julie. And a battle between Sweden and Russia again. Serenius it is, and Korneff down the back straight, neck and neck. Oh, what a swoop into 3rd and 4th bend. Let's see what happens as they come down the home straight. It's Serenius in front, just from Korneff. Oh, Korneff in all sorts of problems, but hold on to it, and hold on to it he does indeed. Serenius now, Sam, 6 yards in front of Korneff, and in blue in 3rd place is Peter Nebo, but a long way back. Well, Serenius was overtaken on day 1 by Korneff for half a lap before he regained the lead. And these 2, no love lost on the track. Coming round for 1 lap to go, and it's Serenius in front, Korneff in 2nd place, Nebo in 3rd place. Serenius knows he can't afford to make a mistake on the final two bends of heat number 31. Here they come, and it's a win for Per-Olof Serenius in red. Thanks very much indeed, Julie. The Russian Vitaly Ruskic already in the front, Kutula in second place, and Sepanen in third. And the Russian really looking to his point scoreability in this one, because he hasn't really got much against him, but as I speak, it's Kutula is trying hard to come underneath him. Way back in third place is Yuri Sepanen. Ruskic isn't going to make any mistakes like that. He's too wise to know all about that. Third in the world in 1986, he's after that crown this year. Yuri Ivanov, his fellow countryman, the current world champion, has been for 2 years. Now comes Kutula, challenge for the last lap. Ruskic in first place, Kutula second, Kutula on the inside, and he goes inside the Russian. Let's listen to the crowd go mad. Kutula now, can he hold on? Ruskic on the outside, it's a race to the line, and it's just on the line. Kutula gets in first. In second place is Ruskic. Falkland just Serenius, but Vitaly Ruskic driving around the outside of both of them, and Serenius has stopped, so it's up to Falkland now to put the challenge on Ruskic. Ruskic on the outside of Falkland, Serenius has stopped, so Serenius will finish in third place, and Ruskic is in first place at the moment, Falkland second. So the climax is over for Serenius, he knows where he's finished, and Ruskic looks certain to be in first place, barring any problems. He's building up a lead over Sven-Erik Falkland. He's coming round to take the flag for 1 lap to go. It's Ruskic looking in complete control of the run-up. Well, they're the world champions at the moment, Russia, and this man in yellow and black, Vitaly Ruskic, is flying their flag here in Tampere, Finland. He comes out of the final two bends to win this quarterfinal in Tampere. It's a win for Vitaly Ruskic from the USSR. In second place, Sven-Erik Falkland from Sweden. In third place, Per-Olof Serenius.